Oh, audio. Hey, what's up, guys? This is Soul. This is the morning show. And, well, let's have some water real quick. I am parched this morning. I know I haven't had enough water, so. Just a reminder, make sure to drink plenty of water throughout the day to avoid getting dehydrated and all that. So anyway, let's get to some video games, shall we? Alright, so let's see. I know I wanted to do mission stuff because I know I had a lot of stuff to turn in. Oh, shoot, I got everything to turn in. Whoa! Let me get my... How about I get my chat thing started? For the several folks that I may be talking with this morning. Anyway, I hope everyone is having a good morning or a good evening, depending on where you're coming from. Woo! Rep. Alright, let's see what we got. Need to clean up my bags, that's for sure. Take care of some of that. Alright, let's see what we got now. A lot of nothing. Do I have enough troops to do activities with? No, I don't even have enough troops right now. I don't consider it that big of a pain in the ass to go back to my order hall for like stuff. I mean, I already got my disposable troops and, you know, all sorts of other options for me whenever I need them, but it is kind of, I guess, okay. I guess I am bitching. I guess I do think it's kind of a pain in the ass to go back to my order hall all the way over there just so I can refill my troops, just so I can upgrade my weapon thingamajig. Oh, you know, I do need to because I am now, oh shit, 63. Hey, what's up, Rising Shadow? It's been a little while. It's been a minute since I've seen you, dude. I hope you have. I hope you've been doing all right, man. As for me though, not too much. It's up. I'm just getting started with the day, but I feel good. I had I did my gym stuff. I had coffee and all that. Precious coffee. And I'm ready for today's activities. Of course, going to get some streaming done. I do plan on getting another scripted video done. I plan to. No guarantees, but that is on the agenda for the day. Did I get my quest exploder yet? I think I did. So let me see. Oh, hello, Invasion. Let me see what should I quest explode today? Nope. Light weave cloth. Should I turn that in? I might as well. It's not like I give a shit. Looks like all this stuff I can do except for that pet battle shit. And I'm gonna do it, even though it doesn't get me jack. Because, oh, what? Oh, I thought I did start at the quest exploder. Son of a bitch. Well, bugger. Okay, well, I'll get to that. What's up, Nicholas? On a scale from 1 to 10, how hard would you say the challenge tower was for protection? You know, I can't compare it to any of the other challenges because I haven't done them, to be honest. If you look me up though, Nicholas, like you can see like a video that I did. You know, it's a guide and all that, but it took me like 400 tries to do it. So I'll let you decide from there. I think my item level at the time was 909, 910, something like that. I had the legendaries that I needed to have, but it was hard. I think a lot of it was luck that got me through. Making tons of gold, about to hit 3 million. Oh, nice! And working a ton. Got some time off, so happy about it. Hey, well, nice to you know. Well, I guess I feel honored. You're sharing some time with me on your time off, so that's cool, man. What's up, Game On? Got your cup of tea and farming cataclysm pets. There are quite a few pets and all that came up recently with the 7.3 patch. Was able to pick up a few of those, and I need to make sure to you know, do some of that rare farming over on Argus because I really want to get that Commander of Argus achievement so I can get those snazzy that snazzy transmog stuff. I still have kind of a ways to go. I think I got what, like a dozen and some to still take care of. Oh, I do, sir. I appreciate everyone that you know, that gives me their time of day. You know, I'm a little guy out there. I'm not that huge of an influencer, so I'm glad that I can, you know, spend some time with you all while I'm playing video games. We could just chill and hang out. So you're currently sitting on 915 with the double heal and the Pillars of Inmost Light. You have any other legendaries, Nicholas? Because I would argue that the healing helmet, it's not super effective. I mean, it helps. It helps with the mitigation and all that, but you're gonna get a lot. I mean, I think you can do pretty well with the pillars. I didn't have that. I didn't have the opportunity to use that before I completed the challenge. But I think I think the pillars, you know, them shoulders, would be useful for you. But yeah, other tips, like if you happen to be an engineer, the Cobalt Frag Belt, that helped me out a lot. Having a glider helped me out a lot, but you know, you could always buy one and all that. All right, so let me now get some of these missions started and going. I'm just gonna focus on artifact power as usual. I don't really care about the Primal Sargeras. I don't know why I was going for them before. It's not like I'm using them for like anything. There's nothing for me to really, there's nothing useful for me to use them on at the moment. I'll get to it. Let's see. Yeah, and the equipment, I haven't seen any like decent equipment yet, so maybe it's just a rare drop or something, but has not been all that attractive. So I'll just go ahead and like, yeah, I'm just gonna go for artifact power. Anything else good? Nope. So I guess I'll go for this piddly amount of Argonite, I guess. Sure, why not? And oh hell, some gold, I guess. Oh god, I could still keep going. Holy shit. This is a lot of missions I can go on, actually. I guess in that case, do I want the blood? That would give me 6 blood, as opposed to a chance to get something. Nah, fuck it, I'll go for the blood. Oh, 5 missions. Oh, that's a nice healthy, that's a nice healthy start, nice healthy send-off from my guys. You have Tyleka's Pants and Sephuz's, and that is about it. My recommendation, Nick, would be to go for Tyleka's Pants. Those are going to be incredibly useful. When I did it, I had Tyleka's and Sephuz, actually. That's what I got. That's what I got it with. So I mean, that gave me like the speed boost that I needed for like all the coverage that I wanted. And Tyleka's Pants really helped when it came to taking care of those ads, when I would like jump in and go for it. I mean, like if you haven't looked already, take a look at some of the guys that are out there on YouTube. Like I have one, and there are multiple people. I'm sure there are tons of different walkthroughs and talkthroughs. I think mine's like slower because I go pretty much step by step as to like everything that I do in order to get that in order to complete the challenge. All right, so this morning, I'm going to take care of some of this. I'm going to take care of goddamn everything today. So let's just get started. Chef Saladin. Alright, first off, I guess I'll get this turn-in done. I don't really care about the cloth. Woo! Transmog. That's the shit that Papa likes. Oh, you know, I forgot to go get a trinket over at the vendor disappointment. I think I'll call him the vendor disappointment. I haven't quite decided. Spider nest, spider nest. Oh, well, that's sweet, Nick. Yeah, like I said, if you haven't already, check out the guide. It's a slow burn. It goes through pretty much everything. I really wanted to take down goddamn Kill Jaden like this week, so I can finally finish my damn heroic guide for like, you know, paladin perspectives on how to tank everything and all that. I mean, I probably could just do it, but it don't feel right. I gotta finish the fight before I can post it. There's no honor in that, and you know, there's no honor in doing it as a pug, or you know, doing it with a pug. That's boring. That gives me no satisfaction if I just do it. No matter what, I'd feel like I'm getting carried. Aggies, where's my... Oh, rooted. Son of a... Oh, what? It still roots me? That's fucked up. That ain't cool at all. Aggies, there we go. No, give me that. No. Oh. Too slow, Soul. Too slow. Ugh. Nah, you're too slow. Sucker. Oh, okay, so that got me out. That's weird. I wonder why I was still rooted before. I wonder if I like accidentally selected someone else and got them out. That'd be kind of silly of me. Oh, at least these respawn relatively quickly. And I don't even know what the hell I hit. Maybe I tagged something. So with great fear, I had posted the first episode of Tales from the Crossroads, and so far it looks like I'm getting a relatively good response from people, which I'm very thankful for. I was like hella scared. I'm like, oh no, man. I know this is like the first go at it, but I was like really anxious that it was just gonna like totally suck, and people are gonna be like, man, we don't want to hear you, dude. Just get the fuck out of here. I'm not expecting like a huge turnout of people out there, but I'm really thankful that that I got a good response from folks. The last thing that I'm the last thing that I'm really like anxious about is whether or not I'll be able to sustain it. You know, because it's all going to depend on people sending their stories. I mean, I can submit my own too. You know, they ain't. What the hell is this guy? Venom. Where is this guy again? I think he's like down here. Oh yeah, I want to keep doing the stories too, but remember, they're not. None of them are my stories. I mean, I'll have my own. I'm probably gonna bug the guild and be like, "Hey guys, I need your help. Help me out. Hook me up with stuff to talk about, or else no more repair bills, or I'm not gonna pay for repairs anymore." Okay, maybe I'm not gonna be that jacked up, but. Okay, I gotta remember where this motherfucker is. Okay, is Venom's lair. Cool. And then I'm pretty sure I go down here, right? Yeah. All right. Because yeah, because I do have a number of stories still from like the submissions from earlier, from what was it called, from the when I announced the winners and when I did the whole contest thing. Like I still have some stuff there, but I definitely want to what is that, a buff? Oh, there's a buff. But I want to have more to tell, so probably on the weekly tomorrow, I'm gonna announce and be like, "Hey, come on, give me your stories, please, please, please. I want it. I want to keep going." Because it's fun telling those. I enjoy reading. I enjoy reading the stories and all that. And at least enough people have said that they like my voice, and they suckered me enough to give me the confidence to give it a shot. How is Bleeding Hollow in a raid progression standpoint? You're currently 3-9 Mythic, but you're looking to go in the Horde. Currently on Storm Rage. It's good. Bleeding Hollow is, I mean, it's a PvP server, or it's a PvP realm, but for the most part, it's a lot of PvE that's going on. Strength-wise, Horde is a lot stronger on PvE. There's like hardly any. There's a super small alliance presence on the PvE side over on this realm. So you'll be able to find a home. My recommendation would be to like pop on a tune and just sit on trade chat for a little bit and just wait for the spam to start. It's almost always going. Or if anything, if you just stay in trade chat, hey, Hey, trade chat, send me your guild spam, and then you'll just watch like the flood of stuff start to go down. Or of course, check like realm forums. I don't check the realm forums, so I don't know what the state of things are over on that end. But I'm pretty sure you'll be able to find a home. A 3 of 9 mythic guild is not too uncommon around here. I think you'll be able to. I think you'll be able to find a home. Would you say that horde players are more likely to PvE? That's what I've seen at least. Yeah, it's because most of us are adults. No, I'm just kidding. For the most part, I don't know exactly how it is now, but the kind of racial traits that come from that horde has tend to be better. They're seen as better than the ones that Alliance has. People see Alliance and they look at the PvP racials, and so they take stock into that. That's all. Then we have Blood Elves, which are far superior to Night Elves. Haha. Oh. I forgot. I think it was Honest. I think it was Honest Trailers that did a trailer for World of Warcraft like a couple years ago, and they were talking about, yeah, you can join the Alliance and and experience their tropes of friendship and whatever, and then so, or you can join the Horde where you can be an adult, or it was something like that. It was delivered and it was written really well. But I was like, yep, that's about right. I mean, for me, I already had a strong affinity for going to Horde, because of my experience in Warcraft 3. I mostly played Undead. When I was playing Warcraft 3, so naturally when World of Warcraft was announced, and when I finally got into the beta, I was like, well, I'm gonna go Forsaken, and then I looked at the classes, and the only thing that really appealed to me was a Warlock. So that was my very, very, very first tune in WoW. Okay, this is taking me forever, even after I used the explosives. I should have just went to pick some more up, because there's like nobody here. Where is everybody? Where are you, friends? So according to Nick, the Mage Tower's up, huh? Interesting. First ever character was back in Burning Crusade, blood of a hunter named Jizz Monkey. That funky monkey. Jizz monkey. That funky. Anyway. Took me 10 hours to hit level 10 because I had no idea what I was doing. Wasn't that nice back in the day? Being stupid. Not knowing what the fuck you're doing. Before the WoW heads and before even Google was like that extensive with its searchability. Yeah, before all that stuff, we were just fucking dumb. And the only thing we could rely on was trade chat. People talk about the community like CRZ and all that ruined the community. No, in my opinion, there's a lot more that happened. And I think things like Google and social media and stuff like that totally fucked. Well, not social media so much, but things like Google and Wowhead, that fucked everything up. That made people just stop relying on each other for help. Because that's how it starts, right? You meet someone, you're like, shit, I'm lost. What do I do? And the way I see it, the impression that I have of people these days is that the answer you're gonna get is, well, go to Google, you dumbass. I remember that. I remember there was kind of a meme sort of a response that people would have about whenever someone would ask a question, and then people would link something called let me Google that for you, where it just literally takes the person's question and then it punches in Google for them, and that's kind of sad. It's kind of sad that that's what the culture has come to. It's cool that that information is at our fingertips and that we have a lot more access to information. That's really cool, but there's a cost to that. No, I don't need that chest. What am I doing now? Okay, I'm going for Garzoth. Oh wait, no, I want more demons to kill though. Curse your soul! Ah! Alright, come on guys, let's all get together. Come on guys, let's hug. Yee, hug! Alright, thank you. Oh yeah, 25 million deeps. Easy. God, I'm good at this game. Alright, anyway. Hail stupid. No, for real. No shit. I mean, there's such a value in there's a value in the journey of discovery, and that journey has grown far too short these days, thanks to the accessibility of information. In Cataclysm, Holy Pally was overpowered. I was dumb as hell and still managed to raid normal spine. I'm trying to remember Holy Pallies back then, because that was the last time I seriously played as one. For the purpose of PvP. I only really PvP'd in my, whenever I played as Holy. No, reach it. No. Tag everything. Take all the credit. Anyway. Those are the days not knowing what we're doing, enjoying the unknown, and finding things out on our own even took several hours. Yeah. I mean, I think that's what, that's why I think a lot of people, just totally flock to the whole secret finder thing, because you couldn't just Google it. People were still, it was taking forever to figure everything out, even though it was, frustrating at times, and some of these things were like, well, how the fuck do you think of that stuff? I think that's one of the few bastions left when it comes to that. When it comes to that fun of just not knowing shit. It's really hard to capture that feeling though, and it's a shame. It's also the reality of things. I don't think you can't just un-Google stuff. You just got to make it hard as fuck to find, which is what. The whole secret finding, which is what some of these hidden things are. They're just hard as fuck. Vraxur. Okay, I know. Okay, I've seen this guy. I know where I am. Any treasures around here? Nope. I don't see jack shit. Oh, infernals. From what I can remember, it was just beacon and off tank, spam flash shield, and holy shot. Wasn't what was Holy Radiance a huge thing? It was broken as hell, and people were just using that for a while, and players were all bitching oh man, Paladins are so good at everything. All they have to do is beacon the tank, and then did I not get credit for that, motherfucker? All they have to do is beacon the tank and spam Holy Radiance and that, and that's it. Oh, so that was it. Okay. Yeah, it's he just ramped up Holy Radiance, and then boom, and then he had such powerful bursts between Holy Radiance and Holy Radiance. The I forget the cone heal thingamajigger, Light of Dawn. And a holy shock, and all of a sudden everyone would be fucking topped off. It's that's broken. Okay, I think this guy might be busted. Ugh, bugs. How annoying. Oh well, I'm gonna head up north instead. Fuck it. Is there anything there? Oh, I see it. Credit. Yeah, now we have all these add-ons and stuff telling us everywhere to go, and it is convenient. especially when you're on like multiple alts and you're like doing things over and over again. They're the argument about, hey, you know what, doing the same thing and all that so many times, it gets old. It does get old. Um, we also we also choose to roll this many alts, and we choose that we choose that burden for ourselves. Um, but I definitely understand when people are like, dude, just give me a hand, or let me have some help or some sort of way to catch up or something like that. And I get that. I just wish that we were all stupid again. You know, I think I think that's what without maybe without some players realizing it, that's what they're looking for. They're looking for an expansion that's just so big and daunting, with so much stuff to discover and learn and all that. Um, that you get that feeling back. You get that feeling of being stupid all over again. Uh, it's just impossible. It's just impossible to do because, well, we have data mining. We have data mining. We have MMO Champion and Wowhead and all that. People are going to use it. People are going to spread the information, and the whole feeling is going to be kind of taken away. So in other words, there's no hope. There's no hope, and give up. Just look for a game that no one that hardly anyone's playing. That's your only hope of ever having fun again. Yeah, people could always play. People could always play a new game, or they can just or they could just close their eyes to. They could just close their eyes to things and let themselves be ignorant. Of course, that's hard. It's like, what kind of sadist is like, okay, this is a guild where we do not read stuff on the internet, or we do not read Wowhead, we do not do all that stuff. We are only allowed to like ask ourselves for help, or we're only allowed to find out things for ourselves. That's a very hard. It's a very hard thing to find, and but I'm sure that that sort of mindset is out there. It just goes back to my wanting and wishing, hey, if we can find if it was possible for us to find a guild like that, people will look for it. You just can't find it. It's that kind of shit's too hard to do. 3 people. Okay, what is this thing that the add-ons tell me? 3 people on the runes to interrupt. So I guess we all need to go here. I don't think this works now, but I guess we hop onto this and like do some shit. But of course that's a spawn. Subcore, bitch. You're mean, Core. How you doing, dude? At least until they figure it out. People could always play the new game. That's okay. At least until they figure it out and start calling out "oh, as well." But yeah, that's the problem with WoW too. Well, okay, not the problem with WoW. It's not WoW's fault, but the problem with being WoW is that anytime you make another MMO, people are going to compare it to WoW. WoW still casts this unending shadow over over any MMO that dares cross its face, and it's always gonna hang there no matter what. Final Fantasy 14 is something that I would say is a success compared to other MMOs that have come out since WoW. But at the same time, it's still going to be compared against until the end of time. Because Square was clever enough to not be so transparent with like subscription numbers. They only talked about accounts that were made. You're never gonna know, so the debates will never end, and the whole sub count thing will be forever weaponized until the end of fucking time. Where's all this shit to kill? Okay, here we go. Not a lot of guys in here right now. Look at Preach, always wants to go into. I don't watch Preach, unfortunately. Is he like doing different stuff, or is he like playing new games and all that now? I know he's still big. I know he's still like super big on WoW and all that. So I don't know if that's the case. 78. Come on, guys. So I'm wondering, like, I don't know. Someone had asked if I was gonna do like a 7.3 review of sorts. I'm not sure how extensive of a review that I want to do because I was covering, I was covering so much of it. But I guess I'll just, I did something on impressions, but maybe I'll do like a point by point, review-ish thing. Here's what I think of the world quest, the invasions, the lands, the profession things, and all that stuff. Yeah, maybe I'll do it. What's up, Spencer? Hope you're having a good morning. Hope everyone's having a good morning this morning or evening, wherever you are. I think I can throw something like that together, just to share my thoughts, or just to kind of stick my neck out there so I can say, oh yeah, it's not so bad, and then people are going to come out of the woodwork saying, oh, what are you talking about? RNG, RNG, no flight. The typical, basically cut and paste from MMO Champions sorts of responses and all that. Not that it's not constructive, but there's just a lot of commentary and whatnot that I see across forums that are, well, not very constructive. Oh, fuck the afternoon guys. Those afternoon guys, pieces of shit. Who needs them? It's easy for me, it's easy for us to call them crybabies, it's easy for us to call them crybabies because it's hard to really like look deeper into like exactly like what they're trying to say. And it's just hard. The way that I see it and try to respond to some of this commentary, some of these people you just can't get through to. Partially because they just want to like start shit and or just kind of troll people or just bait them and get them going. Some people do want to give like feedback. Like I try to give feedback. I don't know how effective I am in the end, but I try to give like decent feedback. Like yesterday's thing on the Army of the Light and all that, and like the way that Blizzard is telling the story. I have my critiques on that. There's some things that I'm not happy about. Oh shit! Oh, I didn't bubble in time. Ah shit. 2, 1, mark. Hurry up, fucker. I will not be denied. Screw you. Alright, there we go. Sheesh. Alright, that's cool, man. Yeah, oh yeah, those were short ones. Oh, that was a big thing that I wanted to make sure of. Okay. So straight up, I will do a review of 7.3. Maybe I can try and whip it together today. I don't know. It probably would be a better idea for me to do it this week, since this is like the first, or since this is like the second week and all that, and doing it later wouldn't be very good. Wouldn't be a very good idea for me. Let me make a note of that right quick. With that, good morning. So I want to let you know. I want to know how you do that amount of damage. Is it my trinkets? How do I do my damage? There are a couple things like as a protection. Oh, son of a bitch with this fog. Let me out. There are a couple things like it really depends. Like one it really depends on like my trinket lineup and my talent loadout. Like if I was rocking Seraphim, I just line everything up and I have it all macro to one button. Where I pop Seraphim, I pop whatever like power trinkets that I have. In this case, it's Leviathan's Hunger, which is a nice little bit of burst. Yeah, Spencer, I'm pretty much all heroic to Masargar stuff. I'm like 920 something, yeah, 920 something or other. Just about all heroic stuff. I happen to be wearing the Dark Moon trinkets for World Quest, but I don't care. Not a big deal. And like a couple of Titan Forge things. I don't have anything that's like, I don't have any super outliers. I don't have any 940s or 950s or anything like that. The highest item level stuff that I have are my legendaries. As for the legendaries I'm using right now, I'm not even using DPS legendaries. I'm just using Saren's Resolve and Heath. I'm pretty much using my Kill Jaden tanking gear right now. But if I was doing bursty stuff, I just pop everything at once and save it for all the good shit. But Nathaniel, thank you for coming. By the way, I'm happy to have you join the channel. Yeah, feel free to ask me like specifically like what sort of burst damage you're talking about. Like, are you talking about like the Mage Tower challenge or anything like that? Just so I can have a better just so I can give you a better explanation. It's hard for me to be like that specific about stuff without knowing exactly the context, because sometimes it depends on sometimes it just depends on what the situation is, because I might have a totally different loadout. Like right now I'm not spec for doing damage at all. Mage Tower challenge. Okay, so cool. So for that, for one, Nathaniel, if you do a search, like just search me by name, search me by SoulSoBreezy and then Mage Tower, you'll be able to pull up a guide that pretty much gives you the breakdown of everything that I wear, everything that I do, pretty much down to like almost every movement that I make in order to complete that challenge. But there are a lot of things that I did for it. DPS wise, going off of memory, I used Tyleka's legs and Sephu's for my legendary stuff. Food wise, I used Bear Tartar for the speed. I used I used the flask for the damage. I used drums during the second phase of the during the second phase when I'm actually fighting the High Lord. But a lot of the damage came from using Tyleka's legs. That gave me a lot more. That gave me a lot more burst to use when it came to using it on like those nether ads. Those smaller ads. Not so much the eyes and all that, but like those smaller ads. As for the 7-3 changes, though, I'm not quite sure like how it affects some of the timing. I mean, I know that we got a damage buff and everything, but at the same time, the timing of Seraphim was off, and Seraphim was definitely something that I used in order to complete the challenge. So having the cooldown go from 30 to 45 seconds, I think that would kind of that's mostly why the change bothered me. I'm not even a fan of using Seraphim at all, but I used it for the challenge. But when I did use it, I timed it pretty specifically to everything that I was using. So like when I would run in and try to take out a bunch of those ads at once, that's when I would pop Seraphim and just try to go nuts. But that would give me the burst that I needed to get those things down, pretty quickly. Beyond that, though, like when when Cruel was up, or when I would actually fight Cruel, then I would just pop everything that I've got. So I would have a second pot. I would have a I would pop drums. Anything that I can still use, I would use it to try to bring them down. Stun them a whole lot. Run over that holy shit whenever things were looking bad, and then try to space out my cooldowns. But I go really specific. I get pretty specific when it comes to the guide. Have a glider on you. That helped me out a whole lot. That totally saved me. I'm still pretty butthurt that they nerfed the Praxis. I really liked having to be like, oh shit, fucking run away, run away or you're all freaking dead, that sort of thing. What is that? Admiral such and such. Okay. Mm. Do. Oh, where's the Admiral? Aw. Did I lose him? Oh, I totally, like, fucked that up. I forgot to get to a safe distance. Dumbass. Guess I'll try that again. Hey, nice. Whoever just liked the stream probably sits when they pee. Yeesh. Well, not everyone likes me. Too bad. Unless that was you, Corey. Just disliking for the hell of it. I don't know if Corey's still alive. Oh wait, there's like nobody here. Practice was a good way to keep the bot farmers from being able to make a ton of Argus stuff. Oh, that's true. Now that I think about that, I didn't think about the farmers. I thought it was just fun. I'm like, whatever, dude. I did it. I liked it because it was just kind of cool. And you get like so much time to leave. Like you get like a full, well, you get a good couple of minutes before it actually goes off. You know, okay, just go there and leave for a little bit. That's kind of okay. People, I remember people were saying, "Oh, well, interrupts my time questing and blah blah blah." Well, you know what? So does shit like, you know, PvP people coming in and killing quest givers or killing flight points and stuff like that. Yeah, sure, people bitched about that, but it's a game, you know. I think we need to have like some sort of, you know, I think some chaos is okay, even if it does piss you off. That's kind of the part. That's kind of part of it. What's up, Piotr? Or Peter? You know, I'm gonna go with Peter, unless you correct me, okay? Yeah, hopefully hopefully that helps, Nathaniel. Yeah, Peter. I hope you are having a good evening. Assuming you know, making that guess there. I hope I'm right. All right, so what's this one? One thing, 12 hostile echoes. Echoes. Oh really? So I just gotta like sit here while like the little faucet of ads just kind of drips down, huh? That ain't so bad. What is Peter? Sweets. Really? Are those corpses? These little bushes? Or ashes, I guess? Oh. 9. Alright, so got that, got another invasion point, and a fear. Curses. Oh, that's right. I needed to get down some notes and try to do that review thing. Yeah, so maybe I'll try to do that today. It's gonna be a 7-3 quick ass review of all the stuff, or at least last impressions. I don't know, something like that. But I don't know. That's not fair either. You know, actually no. I don't know. Maybe I should. Maybe I shouldn't. I don't think it'd be a fair shake because we still have next week to go. Because we basically still have the dungeon. We still have the Netherlight Crucible to talk about, and it just wouldn't seem right to talk about it without having done it. Dang it. But now I'm like in the mood to. Fuck. Vigilant Kudo. Hi, Construct. Damn, you came pretty far. Alright. Oh, no, I forgot to put my point in. Son of a bitch. Oh well. I'll get to it when I get to it. Let's see, is this guy new? Have I not done this guy? I think I have done it. Yep, I've done them already. Ugh. Oh well, soon. This motherfucking lazy ass rogue. Shit. Oh, thanks for joining. Slow ass. Motherfucker. Ooh, critical AP, baby. Hell yeah. So what am I at this? 1080 on the Veiled Argonite. Any more rares? Yoo-hoo! Rares! Anybody here? Nope. And I can't, the feeling that I get from this place, it's like Azuna Part 2. Or like the color of it. I can't shake it. The, you know, this autumny sort of look to it. Very, not Azuna, very, Ashara. Has that sort of look and feel to it. I'm just looking for the big old road that leads up to like the city, and I just take my goblin trike all the way up there. Treasure chest? That's just a plain old treasure chest. Papa needs more stuff. More rares, baby. Commander Zethgar. Hi, buddy. Ancient Mending Crystal. What's this? I don't see it do nothing. Oh well. Oh, I'm alone on this one. Oh, man. Well, this is going to take a minute. Maybe next time, or maybe after I get out of combat, I'll switch to actual DPS stuff. Otherwise, this guy's going to take me forever. I guess I will try to do the 7-3 review stuff. I mean, most of the experience is like with the land and all that. The only thing that is left is the dungeon, and I can at least give thoughts on it. Hey, cool! It's, you know, it's a good gesture that we have you know, one more dungeon to explore. You know, the context of it makes sense, and yada yada yada. So yay, yay us! But can I pull it off in 5 minutes? That's gonna be the fun. That's gonna be the fun. That to be honest is like one of the big reasons why I want to do it, just so I can see if I can get it fast. Because, you know, you guys know me. If you guys are watching this stream, chances are you've watched a number of my videos, and you know that I can be hella long-winded. So that's gonna be the challenge that I'll set forth for myself. Can I do this in 5 minutes or less? But I'm not. That doesn't count the intro. Okay. The intro is a good 10 seconds long, and yeah, the intro is good 10 seconds long, and I gotta have that extra 10-15 seconds for, like, you know, the last minute, like, hey, here's some links to hit and whatever. Okay, so well, give me that. But in 5 minutes, I want to see if I can pull that off. It might be fun. It might be shit. And I apologize in advance if it's shit. Alright, so in the meantime, alright, I'm pumped. I got a task set forth for myself. But I'm still gonna keep doing this. And on a not WoW note, I am still going to do one mission over on XCOM. Cause I've been not binging on it, but I've been allowing myself to get distracted by it. Ooh, Feasel the Muffin Thief. I'm gonna kick his ass. Oh, it just died! Son of a bitch. Well, let's hope it comes back. Cause this is one I know that I haven't killed, so I'm gonna fucking wait. Or if I'm smart, then I would just, you know, like, realm hop until I kill it. If I can even do that. I don't know. Oh well, whatever. So I'm gonna wait. Anyway, how are you guys doing? I know most of you guys are listening in and all that, but I hope you guys are having a good day so far. So far I'm good. Wow, ice cubes. Yeah, so far having a good day. It's like nice and not sunny right now, which I'm very thankful for. Come on, Muffin Thief. Oh, there it is. Hello. Yeah! Join me, friends. Help me slay this motherfucker. What the? How dare you cloak? Oh, hell no. This thing, like, dodges and shit. Okay, this is gonna piss me off, dude. Here's what I think of your burrowing Feasel. Hi, this is Jeremy Feasel. I know I make fun of the way that he presents the survival guides, but he's a very cool guy. I think he's awesome. All right, so now that is done, yay me. Oh, let's do this. Invasion stuff, shall we? All right, so that's one more rare to cross off the list. Hell yeah. Oh, this is the... I gotta say, this is the crappy one, man. These invasion points. I don't need to be in no group, man. I'm just gonna hang out here. I'm gonna go like halfway. I'll let everyone else go, and then when we get to like phase 2, because like the way this works, for those who haven't done this one, it's like you go through this map, you go all the way down, you kill everything, fill up the bar, right? Once that's done, you gotta backtrack, and you gotta take out all these little glowy things, and it's annoying because you gotta run all the way back. It's like we were just here, dude. Come on. Why you gotta make me run back like a punk? Anyway, I think at any rate, I think this environment is hella dope. It's just float. This is what making fun of, you know, people that are like super pro flight. You know, well, if you're a pro flight, that's not a big deal. It's when you get really malicious that's what I'll make fun of. But this is like the total hyperbole of like pro flying. It's like all it is really, you're just hopping from one island to another because you don't really care about anything that's in between. That's what, you know, that's what it really comes down to, and all that. I do the other way. I run to then kill all things like the others play the quickie game. You know, that's not a bad idea either. But it lets me talk. It lets me talk and hang out for a little bit. Alright, Novelties! Hey! Alright, now I'll take my time heading down. Actually, wait. I should at least go a little bit faster. Yes, I'm sure. Ah. So I'm really excited about next week when we finally get the Netherlight Crucible. Now that I'm 63, ooh man, I'll be able to get two of those trait things, and I am legit excited about that. I hope I get some good traits. Of course, knowing that they're gonna suck. It's gonna you make a bubble for yourself. Oh, I get a bubble? Wow, this is dog shit. You know, it's probably gonna suck, but I'm still excited about it. Alright, Macquarie's knocked out, so all that's left is Crocoon. Off to Crocoon. Oh man, I got a ton of crap in there to get rid of. So yesterday, yesterday I was texting my boy 10 about BlizzCon, because I've been waiting for an address to go, you know, to find out where we're gonna be staying at, because they get a timeshare hookup, but it's just a matter of exactly where it is. So we did find out where it was. So that at least that at least resolved my fears, my extreme fears. You know, my mind wanders all over the place. You know, and I think to myself, well, shit, what if like they totally fell off on it and we don't even have a place to stay for BlizzCon? That would hella suck. But no, it's not true. We do have a place to stay. It's going to be, as usual, across from the, you know, not across, but it's going to be very close to the convention center. Unfortunately, it is not right next to Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles like it was for 1 year. Oh man, that was awful. Because we went to Roscoe's like 3 or 4 times, you know, just because of the proximity, and you know, that was like punishment. We were like killing ourselves over that. But we're gonna be staying at a similar place that we stayed at last year, which is weird because, well, oh well, I won't be too specific, but we're gonna be staying at a place that we were at last year. It was a good spot. We liked it, so I can't wait. BlizzCon, and it's only 2 months away, dudes. 2 months away from BlizzCon. 2 months away from what might be, you know, new expansion announcement. You know, and God knows what else. You know, there might be Diablo shit going on. There might, you know, a Diablo expansion might be announced. That's what I was hoping for last year, to be honest. Like, that was the big thing that I was hoping for. We got the Necromancer announcement, which overall I am pleased about, the Necromancer over in Diablo 3. But I'd be really excited to see. This is what I'm excited to see. I want to see an expansion announcement, and I want to see that when you get the, you know, the new Diablo 3 expansion, that the Necromancer just comes with it, you know? So, like, you know, buying the Necromancer, that's like an early adopter thing, you know, cool, whatever. But now it's going to come with the next expansion at no additional cost, and then it's going to cost like $1 bajillion and whatever. But that's something I'm excited to see, and then everything else is like pretty typical. We are going to see another Hearthstone expansion. We are going to see more maps and heroes for HOTS. You know, we are going to see more commanders for StarCraft 2 and Overwatch maps and blah 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 blah. So I'm excited. I've always been excited to go to BlizzCon. So and this year, yeah, this year's no exception. What class did I play before? I played Protection Paladin. Before this, I played as a Warlock. I rolled a... was this guy I killed? No, not this guy. I played as a Undead Warlock. And then when Burning Crusade came out, I was like, ooh, Blood Elves, they stand upright. I'm going to roll a Blood Elf Warlock. So, so literally, like I played like a little bit of my, I played like a little bit of Burning Crusade stuff, you know, like Hellfire Peninsula, and then shortly after, like I think I got to like level 61 or something, and then I just stopped playing that Warlock, and I started leveling the Blood Elf, right then and there. Got him up, played him for a while, and then it was around that time that I started to that I started a guild, and things didn't work out, and then I joined the guild, and then we all mutinied. We all mutinied, and then we created Prisoners of Warcraft, and I have been there ever since. But yeah, it started off as a lock, and then it wasn't until like later in Burning Crusade time that I switched to a Protection Paladin, and it's all thanks to Hobbs. He is he's a very old prop paladin. He doesn't play WoW anymore. I think he plays Hearthstone now. But I saw a video where he did like a poll of all of Scarlet Monastery, and I was like, oh my god, look at all that gold he's making, or you know, that looks dope. And so I wanted to do it, and so I made a paladin. Yeah, that was before boosts and heirlooms. So, and you know, that's not even the big deal. I didn't care about that. This is before Protection Paladins had a decent toolkit, because they didn't. It sucked. Like, the only thing that we had was Judgment and Seal of Command. You know, that's how I did my leveling as Protection. I had a weird spec where I was more Protection than anything, but I used Seal of Command and I used a two-handed weapon. Or I swapped out between a two-handed weapon and a shield, depending on what I was fighting. But it was rough. It was rough. It was not fun. It was the grindiest shit like ever. I'm glad that, you know, people talk about, oh well, that's when the game was challenging and blah blah. No, it was tedious. I can speak for myself and say that no, it was more tedious than it was challenging. And it sucked. I will never do that. I will never do that again. But it was worth it. And I actually leveled multiple. I think I leveled 2 Protection Paladins at the time. Well, yeah, that was fun. I remember watching the video of Prot Warrior and a Holy Paladin, 2 manning the old 15-man Ubers. Damn. Yeah, like when Wrath came out, that's when a lot of well, that's when a lot of stuff changed. You know, what, it still wasn't perfect, but you know, things were really on the up and up, especially for like individual toolkits and the ability to like solo content and stuff. That came a long way. Because like when I got simple things like Avenger Shield, Crusader Strike, I was like, oh my god. Orgasm. It felt so good. It felt really good to be a tank at that point, because I had buttons to press. You know, I had like beyond Judgment. I had a button where it could be like, boom. You know, I'd say like right now, Blessed Hammer, even though it does really terrific damage, the feel of it, for me, the feel, it feels like a noodle. Like I hit it and then it's just like, la la la, this hammer swinging around me gracefully, la la la, whatever. Eye of Tyr, it also doesn't give me like that really strong oomph feeling, but like when I use my Judgment, it's like a smack in the face. When I use my Avenger Shield, it's like 3 to 5 smacks in the face, and all that. So it, having those kinds of buttons felt really good. Once I was able to get them. Pure Horde that never got vanilla pallies don't know the pain. Yeah, that's true. That is true. I didn't play as a vanilla paladin, but I can try. All right, but I can try to understand. But even then, like when it came to classic WoW, I did like no end game, because I was very not anti. I didn't really care about grouping. I just wanted to like experience the story, you know, experience as much of it as I can, and the world and all that. So I didn't really participate in endgame. So, you know, I know I talk about this a lot, and I'm probably going to talk about this in an individual video. But my vanilla experience sucked. I came real close to quitting during Classic WoW, because there just wasn't a lot of content for me. Right, there was a lot to do. There's for people that were, I guess, were raiding and stuff, but not for me. Back in a bit. Going to the mall to buy more tea. Do what you gotta do, Rise and Shadow. See you around, man. Started playing a rogue and villain, then I wanted to be a druid, then I played a shaman. All that happened prior to getting into Molten Core. Yeah, like it all goes back to what I was saying. It was sure nice being dumb, wasn't it? You didn't know what the hell a shaman did. You didn't know what the hell all these weapons were. Oh my god, two-handed wind fury. Holy shit, that sort of thing. Um, I forget who it was. Or no, okay, I remember who it was, but I forgot his name, unfortunately. It was one of the high level execs over at Blizzard Entertainment who went ahead and started his no, not started his own studio. He went and moved over to the studio that did either Gears of War or The Order 1880 something. I forgot the name of that game. It was a short game. Um, where he talked about how WoW's a good game. It's a great game, but there's something lost when it comes to like the polish that Blizzard has and how the game has evolved. Those rough edges gave the game a little bit of that character, um, and I think that's true to certain extents. Ultimately, that feels more like that. Ultimate that's more like an emotional thing, which I tend to detach myself from. I understand it, um, but I think more than anything, it just goes back to it was nice being dumb. Nah, it wasn't Mike Morhaime. Um, I think he's still the CEO of it. 1886 studio head. Okay. All right. Let's hope I don't die. Ah. It was Ready at Dawn Studios. Paul Sams. There we go. Paul Sams is the CEO. He was high up there over at Blizzard. Left for left. He either left for a while and then joined Ready at Dawn, or he immediately went there to become the CEO. I mean, you get a promotion. You get a promotion. Fuck yeah. Oh, is that right? Riot offered Ghostcrawler twice the amount. Hey, I have no. I'm familiar. I don't work the industry. I'm not that inside the industry these days, but I definitely understand. Like when it comes to you work at a software company, you get a good offer, you take it. Um, I've understood pretty well that even when it comes to a video game company, like the perception that some of us fans might have about, oh my God, he left Blizzard. Blizzard must be like sinking ship. No, no, it's money talks. That's what it's all about. Um, when it comes down to it, you get a better offer, you take it. You work at any software company long enough, you just get tired of it these days. It's not like how it was, way back in the day when, oh, I've been working at this and this company for like 20 years doing the same damn thing. People, I'd like to say that people like to do different things. Um, you know, ultimately, they want to do different things. They want to move up, and aren't seeing any upward mobility at their current position. They have to move on in order to keep going. I think people in the software industry. They're more ambitious than or they, they're just ambitious. Some people they just want to do the same thing. and that's cool. But you know, when it comes to these other things, people want to lead projects, and I think that's something else that Ghostcrawler kind of alluded to, because I've seen some of like those tweets, those extended tweets that he talks about over on MMO Champion, and I think at one point he mentioned something like that where, you know, Blizzard is a great company. He has pretty much nothing but nice things to say about them, even if he does have some critiques about them. One of them though was that when it comes to like upper level management, it's very fixed. There's just, you know, they're very established. There isn't a whole lot of room for upward mobility, like I was talking about, and I think that is one of the things that led him over to Riot. And that's totally cool. And this is a rare, and I'm gonna kill it. That's a good ass resume. Had PvP for World of Warcraft and League of Legends. Yeah, I mean that's. I mean, if not a resume, that it sets the stage for if you wanted to like head your own studio. That's something that you can do. Because that's what it's all. Because game design isn't like it's not a one man job. As much as, you know, some people claim it to be, and you know, you see those rare people that make a game all on their own, and they somehow make a whole shitload of money. You know, making games needs teams to do it, and part of working in the industry and jumping from team to team and studio to studio is that you develop these relationships, and then eventually, if you have the ambition and the drive for it, and you get the investments for it, then you get a bunch of people together. Hey, dude, I'm working on this. You know, I'm doing this. I want to work on this game. This is what I want to do. Do you want to hook up? And people will do it. You know, there are a lot of people that understand that when it comes to software development, you're only there for a little while. It's not, you know, it's usually not a permanent thing. There are smaller studios that are bought out by large publishers. You know, that's where you get business structures like how EA works and how Ubisoft works and how Activision works. You know, those are large publishers that employ a bunch of these smaller studios and fund them and fund their projects. So it's a weird tree, how the industry works, and I myself don't fully understand it either. You know, I'm not going to pretend I'm no expert on it. So please feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, if you are actual industry insiders, because I'm not one anymore. But yeah, it is kind of funny how it is a series of temporary relationships that make a bunch of these games, and that's just how it goes. That's how it is. Yeah, I mean, that's how, like, you know, you see game testers like and such, like, they're all contractors. So many jobs these days are just contract jobs, you know, very temporary. You're only there until the job's done, and then you either get moved to a new project, if there's one currently going, or you're out. And that's okay. That doesn't even reflect all that poorly. It's just because the project's done. But yeah, taking it all the way back, it was Paul Sams that was talking about the whole thing about the rough edges and WoW. That kind of gave it a little bit of charm. These days, people just call them bugs, and they get pissed about them. But then afterwards, you look back on it, and you're like, hey, you know what? That was kind of cool when it was like that. Oh well. Hindsight, right? %. So many bodies. So many bodies. You know, random thought just kind of came to mind. It would have been smart you know that Agrimar cutscene where he appears and he's like, hey, well, hey, what's up? You know, it would have been smart if he if when he appeared and dropped down, he just dropped right on top of the Vindicar. Game over. That would have been it. He just dives in, sword first. He's like, ah, and then you know, Velen and everything are like, oh shit, we're fucked. Sorry, random thought. It would have been smart though, for sure. Oh, that I did, girl. That I did. Any questies left? Pet battle. Ooh, pet battle. In other words, no. That was quick. Actually, I think I went a lot slower last time, or yesterday. I was moving quite a bit slower. Oh, what? Really? Did another one pop up? Damn. That shit is non-stop. Alright, so how many, let's see. Okay, I got that. Where is the invasion? Okay, so I still need to take care of those. And I'll get to it eventually. I'm not gonna farm them that. I got 5 freaking hours to like farm the rest of those things. I'll take my sweet ass time. Mission should be still good. Oh man, I got plenty of missions going. That's right. That's right. All right. All right, good start so far. Let me clean out some of this inventory stuff. Haha. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff. All right, got a little of that boom stuff. What's up, Shadow Fiend? How's your day been so far, man? Well, I got a lot of unsold stuff. Okay. Okay, I really need to just like sort these out and have TSM just take care of all this. You know, I'll do that right now. Let's see. Now you get to see my messy ass TSM. Too bad. So let's see. Oh god, don't do that. Wrong thing. My bad. Totally look at the wrong stuff. Okay, those can go there. Let's see. I guess he can hold on to that stuff. And the where should the ring go? I don't know about the ring. Do I have something for my druid? I don't think I have a thing set up for my druid yet. See, what pisses me off is that they changed like the mailing rules in this patch, where for like automations like trade skill master and all that, you have to type in like the super full name, as in like the name dash realm name, and that is, well, you know, that's kind of annoying. So I'm gonna mail this to. Do I have solar beam? I don't think. Oh, I do have a solar beam one. Okay. Okay, solar beam at Bleeding Hollow. Yeah, because I gotta go in and edit all my TSM stuff to make sure all this stuff is working on. What boss are you at in your raid tonight? Well, we didn't take out Kill Jaden on Tuesday, despite like all of our efforts, which makes me sad. So what we're gonna do tonight, we're gonna full clear all the bosses, see if we can get some extra gear, and then from there just kind of decide, okay, do we want to take another crack at Kill Jaden, because I still have the bounty up. I offered 200 grand to each raider, to each guildie that is in the raid when we kill him. So I'm not going to backtrack on that, at least for this week, you know. But if we don't kill him Thursday or tonight, we're definitely going to kill him next week, because all of us are going to get a nice little item level bump with the Netherlight Crucible and all that stuff. And we're extremely likely, I would like kill myself over it if we don't kill him next week. But yeah, we're gonna mostly we're gonna full clear tonight. We'll see what happens after that. We're either gonna go for Kill Jaden or we're just gonna do like Mythic 10s for everyone. Because I know that we haven't done them. I know I didn't do one last week because I'm a dumb shit. Let's see. So yeah, that's the plan. What was I doing? Oh right, groups. I guess I'll have this guy. No, that's the cloth stuff. Let's see. Who else needs cloth shit? I guess my warlock. I don't know. Yeah, I guess I'll just give that to him by default. Soullock Stone. I don't even know what that is. Sorry, I'm doing boring stuff. Deal with it. Oh, Snake's not set up. God dang it. Alright, so at least that stuff is done. Sheesh. No, oh, no disenchantable stuff. Huh. That's different. Alright, so what can I at least get rid of? What crap do I have? I know I have some crap relics. Yep. Stupid relics. And then I got a bunch of food and other junk to put into the bank. Let's see. 1230. Or 1230 Veiled Argunite. So should I get a relic? Or should I get a trinket? I don't know. Every trinket that I've got sucked. The last two trinkets I got were PvP trinkets. Which is the bummer. I don't know. You know what? Screw it. I'll just go for another trinket. Let's see how this goes. Come on, big money. I'm totally ready for some heavy disappointment. What do we got? Silver, Shiver Moz, something. Oh man, this sucks. Unleash an ice bomb at your location, damaging enemies within 12 yards for some frost damage and reducing their movement speed by... Stupid. like I don't know. This trinket's like all over the place. It's a stam trinket. It's a stam trinket. It's an on use, and it has an effect depending on how many targets you hit with the on use effect. Now, the only plus that I get from it is like, you know, if it happens to be a you know, if it happens to be an AoE heavy fight, something like that, it's cool that it has a 1 minute cooldown, but it still sucks. Yeah, it still sucks. 200k damage is like not a lot. That's literally like an Avenger shield. It would have to be like a really like heavy AoE that I'm doing in order for me to like give a damn about this trinket. And I'm trying to think of a fight that I care about. The only fight that I would care about would be Kill Jaden at this point. And, well, Mistress might be good. That would be the one where, you know, you have a pretty consistent flow of ads. That's about it, though. Yeah, that's about it. I don't know. Like I'm not too fond of snares. Yeah, it might be 6k verse. I'm not too fond of snares though, because when you think about it, it's like, okay, cool, like you hit the targets, but then you're moving around kind of a lot for Mistress, even as a tank. So if they're being slowed, well, you know what, they're not hitting me either. So, but I suppose the boss is. So that would be like the one. That would be one. Let's see. Goroth, no. Inquisition, no. Mistress, yes. Hajatan, no. Sisters, no. Um, what's it called? What's that thing? Desolate Host. If you're upstairs, maybe. If you're downstairs, not so much. Maiden, no. Avatar, no. And Sargeras, no. Yeah, it sucks. It just sucks. Frank Maloney, hey, what's up, dude? That's a new name. Happy to see you. Happy to have you join us this morning. Do you think it would be bad storytelling if the Naru turned out to be evil? Why would we be fighting for either side? I'm at the point where I wouldn't say the Naru are evil. They just have motivation. I like to think that between the light and the void, when you go into those extremes, like assuming that the Naru is as high as you can get when it comes to the light, I'd like to think that, what is it, like lawful good or chaotic good or something? Well, okay, forget the affinities. I'm not familiar enough with them. I think that those are just kind of, they're two extreme sides that have their own sorts of logic to them. Where it's very utility, where it's like, okay, cool. There's, if like let's say the Naru like see Azeroth and they see, ooh, it's corrupted by void, so we as Naru have decided we're going to destroy Azeroth for the greater good. I don't necessarily see that as evil. I see that as very detached and very, not understanding of everyone that's living on Azeroth, because it's not like everyone on Azeroth is evil. But the Naru might see things in those sorts of extremes. So I don't think that the Naru are necessarily evil in that sense. Striking more as tyranny versus chaos story now, as opposed to good versus evil. Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm getting to. Where the Naru is all about order, order, harmony, and anything that disturbs that harmony is going to be destroyed. that's pretty much it. Whereas the Void is all about chaos or nothingness, and that's about it, because we know very little. And to be honest, I'm not too fond of the chaos part of it, because we don't have much backstory on the light or the void, to be honest. We know what the Naru's been doing, but we don't know what the Naru are really. Like, they seem like they act like they're more like a force of nature than anything else. Or both the light and the void. They act like they're more like a force of nature than a thing than a race that's motivated to act or anything. It's just like the light and the void. They're just two constantly clashing things, and we're caught up in the middle of it. Some people like that, and some people don't. I'm one of the types that just eat that shit up. It's like, ooh, because then the people in the middle, as in us, we want to be like, no, we want to decide for ourselves. So fuck you and fuck you too, and so we fight both of them, or something like that, or we just don't want to get caught in the middle. And if people don't like that, well, that's just how it goes. This is the story that's been written. What do you expect, really? I feel like the light is getting desperate as fuck. What's up, Don Boone? And good morning, by the way. Anyone wonder where the hell are the Horde in this Legion story? I'll answer that in a little bit. Marco, what's up, dude? Hello, everyone. We so love you, channel. Keep it up. Thank you very much. I very, very much appreciate that. Like I always say, support me the best way you can. You don't have to be a patron. You don't have to donate or nothing. But kind words are awesome too. So thank you very much. Frank says it makes sense. I guess it's fair to say that in Sarah's defense, she's like Dementia, dimensions of knowledge above mortals, so she can be forgiven for not caring too much about Illidan's foul fetish. I know that's true. Illidan's like, I don't want to give up this green shit. I've had this stuff for a while. This is awesome, so screw you. Just zap the shit out of them. More like a Daredevil versus Captain America, something like that. Although I'm not familiar with Marvel enough, I don't know if Daredevil and Captain America actually fought. I'm sure they did at some point, or they fought together. and then they fought against each other. You know, that's kind of how it goes, right? As for where the hell the Horde are in the Legion story, I mean, where's the Alliance too, right? Um, I that's something else that I could talk about too. Like, where the hell are the Alliance? Where the hell's the where's the Horde and all that? Because all they did, all that they ended up doing was fight each other. You know, between the events of Stormheim and yeah, mostly the events of Stormheim and the Broken Shore. All you really see them doing is just fighting over Warden Towers. That's the Horde and Alliance presence on the Broken Shore. Towers. These are the things that are important for us. We must have these towers because I don't know. I don't fucking know. No, that's true, Spencer. Like, well, I think what's it called? I think of Civil War too. Um, Either the movie or the comic, where you have two ideologies that are, well, okay, maybe they don't want the same thing, um, but you know they want things their way, you know, and you know they have people that support them. But I guess you know the easiest comparison to make would be the closest thing would be Babylon 5, that whole space opera story, where it really is, you know, uh, kind of like, you know, light versus dark, and it turns out, you know, um, you know, even though like the humans and whatever they thought that they were on the side of the light, it turns out that the side of the light, they were a bit too extreme, and they were, you know, and they were just taking things too far. So then people decided to take it, you know, to take things up for themselves, and you know, just want to be left alone. They didn't want to get caught up in their big galactic thing, which is what I'd be a big fan of. If you guys watch my videos, you guys know that I'm not a fan of the escalating story. I'm not a fan of us fighting like these big bad guys as if they are bad guys, and that, you know, we're just setting everything up and knocking them down, and then once everything's knocked down, then there's peace. No way. I don't buy into that. I'd rather have us fight the you know, fight the escalation itself, and you know, be like, hey, you know what? Leave me the fuck alone. Get the hell out of here. Oh, weigh anchor. That's right. I got a blacksmithing thing to do. And I haven't done it yet. Oh, I want to sink to the bottom. Oh wow. I've not done this. I was hoping to ask you for a small favor. The Ned fleet at Bilgewater. Wow. Way to reach, Blizzard. Way to reach. You're actually having me go all the way to the freaking the freaking Goblin City. A city so neglected that they don't even have their own teleport portal thing. Which I guess is understandable because it's not like trolls do. Poor trolls. Captain America's like the Japanese to get them and no one can get hurt, period. Yeah, there's kind of that. I really want to see the next expansion more like Horde ally fighting each other against the Void Lords, like the pre-patch the Legion Broken Shore is solid. I don't know, Marco. Like, well, you know, I mean, that'd be cool, you know, but I don't know, like. The Horde and the Alliance story, it's so forced. It just kind of sucks, because traditionally you have, you know, we've seen you know, what's pretty much a trope where the Horde and the Alliance try to work together, they fail until someone else takes up the reins. Like in Wrath of the Lich King, you know, Horde and Alliance tried to do it, they sucked at it, and then in the end, it was more like the Argent Crusade and the Knights of the Ebon Blade that did most of the heavy lifting. In Cataclysm, it was the Earthen Ring that did most of the heavy lifting. In Mist of Pandaria, well, there was a civil war, so we just ended up fighting each other. We totally just ended up fighting each other in the end. In Draenor, it was us who who raised an army through our garrison, and you know, and then we stopped the Third of the Iron Horde that way. And in Legion, we have the armies of Legion fall, and we have the Army of the Light and all that stuff. So the Horde Alliance just suck at everything, pretty much. they're not. They don't do a very good job of stuff. Oh, I guess even going back further, my bad. Burning Crusade. You had the Aldorks and the Scry Babies and the Shattered Sun, and you had all those guys do it. You didn't have, you didn't really have like the standing army of the Horde and Alliance engaged in the fight. There's very little of that. I mean, I'm thinking of Warlords of Draenor, like they held the line at the Dark Portal. Thanks, I guess. but yeah, their presence just is not very strong. That's it, huh? We'll just make an anchor and that's it. Well, you know what? I'm gonna fucking make one now. Where are you, Fell Slaked Anchor? What do I need? 50 Fell Slate. Holy shit. Well, I'm gonna do it. Let's see what this thing's all about. I know I got some Fell Slate. I have barely enough Fell Slate. Thanks, Guild Bank. Let's make a thing. Of course I need a goddamn anvil. Oh, what? Where are my anvils at? For real? Do I not have an anvil anymore? Am I like all out of anvils? Okay, of course not. Haha. Oh, use the anvil. Dumbass. See, that's how you know I was there. I remember that. Aldorks and Scry Babies and shit. Attach an anchor to your legs, which sends you plummeting towards the ocean floor, only usable in water. Can only use while swimming. Well, okay, now I know where I'm going then. I'm gonna go to goddamn Suramar and shit. That's weird. You can only use it while swimming. Actually, I don't even have to go to Suramar. I don't have to go that far. I only have to go like this far. Whee! I hope I don't fatigue. Uh-oh. Alright, chef. Let's do this. Ah! Ugh. That's it? That's it. And it's on use. It's gone. 50 Fell Slate. Really? Well, that's doo-doo. Man. Well, now I feel like an idiot. Now I gotta go all the way back up. Oh, right, those things. Why? Why did you make... Why did I make this? At some point, I'm gonna find a reason to make to use that thing. There's gonna be some sort of secret, some sort of thing that I need to, you know, I need to get to that requires me to sink to the bottom of the trenches hella fast. But not today. Today that was a waste of 50 Fell Slate. You know, I would have hoped, because it has like a cooldown, like that's what it has, a cooldown. It has a made by sort of thing on it, and yet it just kind of goes away. That's it. That's a bummer. Oh well. I did it. I can say that I did it. Now I can tell the tale of how much it sucked. More shit to talk about for my 5-minute review. Let's see. Any easy things for me to do? Hollowed Ground. I don't remember that one. Yeah. I don't remember ever having that quest. Or, ever having that world quest. There's an invasion with lots of AP. See, I'm like, now I want to see how close I can get to 66. Let me do that real quick. Wait, that shouldn't be so hard, right? North. Yeah, I don't think I ever had that. I don't think I've ever had this this world quest. Hollowed Ground. It looks like a very paladin thing. Yeah, I guess it is a very paladin looking thing. Yep, never gonna make that again. Same thing. Well, I made 2 of the those engineering boots, which also kind of sucks because like if you mount up, it goes away and all that. I would like to see like some small changes happen with that, where I don't know, like at the very least, like make it like a permanent, make it like a permanent item or something, or give it like multiple charges at least, because the material cost for some of this stuff, it's high enough to be like, it'd be kind of reasonable to like, let me use this at least a couple times before it goes away. But otherwise, that's kind of sucks. I know, but I don't have time, Khadgar. I gotta go. Yeah, even though Odin and Agrimar are like on totally different levels, I want to see them fight. I just want to see them duke it out. Oh, I know this one. Okay, so I do remember this one. Man, this is an easy way to get 150-something million artifact power. Sheesh. No, don't knock me back. Yeah, okay, Maxwell. You're great. You're so great. Come on, critical. Crit. Nope. Okay. Typical. Oh, you know, I might as well get that key. Might as well piss myself off. Because why not disappoint myself with some nothing? How many nether shards do I have? 10,000 nether shards. I don't care if I have 10,000 nether shards. Oh, but I can turn in some Legion Fall War supplies. Hey! Hey, girl! Girl. Oh, girl. Oh, I didn't realize I didn't have the WoW music playing. Tisk. Get out of my way. Alright. This is it, man. 100,000. And I'm not even gonna spend it. 1886. Ooh. Hey, no, that is funny. 1886. 1880. That game that I was talking about from Ready at Dawn with Paul Sams. Michael Sams. Who's Michael Sams again? That's the homosexual football player, I think. Cleveland Browns. I forget. Um, but yeah, that's funny. 1886. Order 1886. Ready Done Studios. Paul Sams, former Blizzard executive. I think that was intentional, guys. I think there's some animosity there. I actually don't think there's animosity there. I'm just making shit up. But... oh, Mage Tower is not up yet. Well, whoever's doing Mage Tower over where you guys are at, is, it sounds like that's going on over in Europe. Best of luck to everyone that's still doing Mage Tower attempts right now. Better put in my little contribution. And I think there was a little thing that I wanted to do as well. Oh yeah, the 135 over at Dream Weavers. You know what I've given? Here's my slash played. I've given 474 days, 5 hours, 33 minutes, 57 seconds. That's what I've given. You have not given that much time. Punk, bitch. Nobody's doing any of them in Europe, Elmau. Nah. I mean, when you take away, like, the ability to, like, farm, like, those Legion Fall boxes, yeah, you bet it's gonna dip. The AP add-on that I'm using is Artifact Power User. Can I change? Okay. Yep. Yeah, so all it does for me is, like, anytime I get Artifact Power, I get a very intrusive button in the middle of my screen. You can move the button wherever you want. I move it there or I leave it there. That's the default spot. I leave it there specifically to piss me off. Just to remind myself, hey, there's this thing taking up inventory space, and hello, soul, your inventory space is precious. You better use this right now. Dude, have you seen this Soul Stealer's Barrier Shield look? I have not, but I will now. Oh, I have seen this. My Kotank Shaddix, he has the shield, and it's funny, but like Game on End, if you happen to have that shield, like oh, you just saw a pally with, okay, let me see if I can pull it up on the appearances. It's a shield, bro. It's a damn shield. Yeah, it doesn't show up. I guess it's kind of a hidden thing. I'm curious if it's still kind of bugged. Well, not bugged, but there's no back to it. Like, behind it, it's like totally blank. There's no texture behind it. So yeah, when he showed me that, I was like, oh, that's it. Yeah, at least according to, I'm looking at it over on Wowhead, and I'm still not seeing anything like behind it. I mean, cool, it's like freaking gargantuan. It's like big as hell, but yeah, I'm not very fond of it, mostly because it just doesn't have that back texture to it. That doesn't go with anything that I've got. it does not match at all. Oh god, look at my totally fabulous chef set. Do you think it would go together? Hello. Yeah. What am I killing? This guy. Bring it on. I'm gonna chop you up and eat you. Just kidding. That's disgusting. Ooh, there's another 100. There's another $120. Any other high ones? Oh, there he is. I'll get to you, dude. Hold on. I'm looking at stuff. Maybe I'll do that just in case it Titan Forges or something. That's real quick. I don't see no other PvP gear though. Alright. Now I shall work. Oh yeah, the new light plate transmog. Yeah, I have most everything. Like, between the Garothy stuff and the stuff you get from the Unsullied gear, I think I have just about all the, I think I just have about all of those unlocks. I mean, now it's just a matter of getting Legion Fall Commander and getting all those weapon appearances, which I hope to be pleasantly surprised with once I finally get them. Woo! Come on, crit, 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 crit. Nope. Let's go for the next one instead. Oh, I guess I should loot it. Sticky volatile substance. We all know what that is, guys. It's explosive doo-doo, you know. Probably. But yeah, I saw someone with that. Shad had that shield. That was a 7-2 thing. We were seeing that as soon as we started seeing invasions. That's how he got his. I was like, hey, sweet, very nice, very nice. Meanwhile, I got this damn aluminum can. I really want to see like a dinner platter shield. God, I want that. That'd be so awesome. I'm trying to roleplay Blizzard. Let me do it. Let me do what I want, Blizzard. Woo! Dong dong. Alright, any others? I don't think I saw any decent ones. How about ones that are just easy as fuck? Easy as fuck? Hey, hey, hey. Come on, easy as fuck. Nope, nope. 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 Okay, so I just got the Warden Tower. Cool. Crit! Ah, no crit. Son of a bitch. Alright, off to the fall. A little bit of trivia. I had to learn that. I had to look it up. It's Haffer. Or Hoffer. Okay, I don't know. I kind of forgot. Son of a butt. Oh yeah. A lot of that stuff I didn't know how to pronounce. Wait, let me see. I think I have not growthy. Garothy. Okay, so I got the helmet. Got the shoulders, got the chestises, I got the bracers, I got the gloves, I got the waist, got the legs. Oh wait, hold on. I gotta go with collected. Okay, I don't have the legs. So I do not have all the grothy stuff, I have most of it. Yeah, so I'm missing the legs and feet. Oh really, I don't have the hands either? Huh. I don't have the hands. Yeah, but the Unsullied stuff I do have. It is a pretty cool set. I kind of like, you know, I kind of like the helmet. I just haven't quite figured out, you know, what to really use it with. Obviously, it goes great with my chef outfit, but I don't know. Like it's a different look. It's a different look. It goes decent with the ears. I really wish I could just hide the goddamn ears already, as well as my, like, you know, my freaking antenna eyebrows and shit. It's not bad. I mean, I kind of like it more than the tier. To me, the tier looks way too much like the. It looks it looks too much like the Dragon Soul tier, the late Cataclysm stuff, which is, I know I have it, or something that looks a lot like it. Come on. Come on. Really, I don't have it? Oh well. No, that's the wrong one. That's not the right one either. Yeah, it reminds me of this too much. I mean, this was too much. It was like a bit too extreme, but it's a lot like it. But I do like. I'm looking forward to like some of the other looks. I think this was. I forget which. I think this is heroic. I'm not sure. Um, I mean, I do like the black, but I think that the gold trim is a bit too pronounced. I think there's just too much gold. If it was like a little bit thinner, then I think I would like it more. I mean, I would just want the let's see, pull that up. Yeah, it's heroic. I mean, I would want the trim to be like a little bit less prominent on the gold. Focus a little bit more on the black, so it'll be, it'll basically be a black set. The mythic one, straight up from, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Ronin Warriors, like, yeah, way too much. Yeah, way too much like an existing set from like an anime. So, that's what I got from it. But it does look cool. It's just not my flavor. It's not my flavor. These days I obviously don't care about looking like a paladin. That's not my priority. I just like being one. I already know I'm a paladin. I don't need to look like one too, you know? I like the color of Fierce Gladiator better. Isn't that the mustard one that I linked just now? Yeah. I mean, this has I'd say this has a more rugged look to it. Because of the the earth tones. if I want to get into that, and then of course the combatant one is just another recolor of the PvE sets that we're getting. The Rangefinder one just looks though, like this one looks more like vomity than earthy, and then the normal one is probably what I would sport for the purpose of transmog and all that. Because the heroic one, I don't know, like the green-ish here, it just kind of throws things off a little bit. Oh, it's blue for you. Okay. Yeah, I'm not happy with mine. Nice and lonely doing these kinds of quests these days. No complaints here, though. Just makes all this stuff easier for me to take care of on my own. No kills to fight for. Let's see. And I do like that the colors are at least like different, different between factions. It would be kind of if everything did look the same. I mean, that's where I would make an actual argument about people wearing all the same stuff. The whole thing about, oh my god, everyone has the Ashbringer, I don't feel special. That's kind of been around ever since we can get the same gear. Like forever. It's like, do you not remember that we all get the same kinds of gear? With the exception of our, like, how we look as a race. Or, in this case, a faction. That's why, thank goodness for transmog. That's what saved us from, all of us literally looking the same. Then I can show off my true effort. Go away, stupid ghosty. You. Warcraft over barbecue. That does look nicer. I still don't like the gold trim though. Still don't like the gold trim. I'm a black and yellow fan. Like I have sets that reflect that and everything. Like but I don't know, like it feels a bit more tasteful. You know, I don't know. I just happen to like it better. Yeah, I'll support that. Oh, not that though. Okay. Give me a bulky shield. Yeah, give me something heavy. Let's do a heavy look today. Oh, not the chef hat though. Okay, that's better. Like Wiz Khalifa. Pretty much. Ah. Well, you know what? I'll help out. Yeah, I'll go and help you with that really quick, William, before I wrap up today's show. Let me run into the bathroom really quick. But link me, or at least type in like all the trinkets that you have right now, and then I'll give you my input. All right. Yeah, let me know what trinkets you're using, and I can help you out with that a little bit. Maybe. I'm not I'm not quite sure what Cradle and Cinders are, dude. I know Leviathan's Hunger. I'm not entirely sure what Engine is. Moonglaves, okay, I know what that is. I don't know how I feel about a dragon carrying a coffin. I was like, me neither. Let me try to look up some of this shit up on Wowhead. That's why Google's awesome. I just type up trinket, cradle, Wowhead, and then I get what I want. Okay. Infernal Cinders. Engine of Eradication. All right. All right, garrison stuff. Thank you. Thanks, Dave. Let's see. Engine of Eradication, Mastery Trinkets. Your auto attacks have a chance to do something, and it does cool stuff. Meh. Cradle of Anguish, Haste Trinket. While you are above 80% health, you gain something based on... No, that sucks. Infernal Cinders, Defensive Trinkets. Your melee... No, not a defensive trinket. Crit Trinket. Your melee attacks have a chance to deal a certain amount of damage. No, that sucks too. What else do you have? You have the Archimon Legendary and Moonglaves. What's Moonglaves? Oh yeah, Umbral Moonglaves. Minute 30 cooldown. Conjure a storm of something 8 seconds. Does a lot of damage. And you have immortality. So far, I'm not fond with your. So far, I'm not fond of your options. What legendaries are you using, William? I might, but I'm not too fond of the Archimon legendary thing either. I would say that Leviathan's Hunger is probably good. It's probably good as a counter to some of the. I think it's good as a counter to some of the heavy casting that you might be bombarded with throughout the fight. The other ones are very much DPS. They're based on DPS, and the trinkets that I happen to use, I know one of them was a Horn of Valor. I had a 905 item level Horn of Valor, which helped a lot because getting the extra strength for 30 seconds helped out a whole lot. Well, there's like no resource things that you get these days. Sheesh. Barrel? Nah, whatever. You have the helmet, the belt, and the bracers, and you've got cruel down to 10%. The game starts. Yeah, cruel starts at 10%. This whole encounter starts at like the 10-20% mark. Let's see. Helm, belt, and bracers. Your lineup kind of sucks. Or your current loadout kind of sucks. Are you doing Seraphim? Actually, I just hope you're doing Seraphim. I should say that. You have a Rotting Skull that's crit procs and procs a lot of strength. Nah, but then that's not reliable. The Horn of Valor helped me a lot because it's an all-in-use, and that to me was extremely reliable since I can line that up with since I was able to line that up with Avenging Wrath. You do have Seraphim. Okay. I'm really not a fan of Archimon's Trinket. I think I'm more I would be more of a fan of the Umbral Moonglaves, since you don't have Tyleka's legs. That would be, it's not reliable, but that would be kind of your go-to. Okay, so the skull's unused. At the very least, the Umbral Moonglaves is something that you can have it as an on-use. And at least, even though you're not stationary, the boss doesn't move all that much, or at least he doesn't move that fast. Unfortunately, the Umbral Moonglaves isn't going to be super effective when you're actually fighting Cruel, but it should at least help you efficiently get to that second phase. So I would double check, because I don't have the Umbral Moonglaves. I would double check if Leviathan's Hunger and Umbral Moonglaves have that shared 30-second cooldown, because that's gonna be critical. So check that right now while we're talking, if you happen to be on. Yeah, check if they have that shared 30-second cooldown. If they don't, awesome. Then you pretty much have another button to use. If they are on a shared cooldown, then that's not going to be a feasible. It's not going to be a feasible combo. And from there, I would probably go for. I would probably go for keeping the Leviathan's Hunger instead. Um, well, either or. I would just play with. I would play with both and just kind of take a look at how efficiently are you killing those little Nether Walker ad thingamajiggers. I use it when I use legs that puts Minglays on the. Oh, so, okay, so it's a shared 15-second cooldown. So yeah, in my opinion, that's not gonna make using that as a combo is not gonna be a. It's not gonna be a good idea. That's what kind of sucks about unused trinkets is that sometimes they have that shared cooldown between each other. Sometimes they don't. I forgot what the reasoning is behind that. So, let me look again. What you got? Yeah, the cradle sucks. That's not gonna help. Um, I guess the engine would be I would experiment a little bit with the engine and the umbral glaives. Save the umbral glaives for when you are for when everything's lined up. So you're ready to pop your avenging your both your avenging wrath and your seraphim. Pop all that stuff at once when you need to dive in and take care of both the ads and as well as the boss, and just try to burst it. Just try to burst them down as hard as you can, because that's going to that's what's going to help you out. If you're totally fine with taking care of the ads, or otherwise if you don't have much trouble at all getting to phase 2, from there the game is all about managing your cooldowns. It's all about managing your cooldowns, your stuns, and whatever little else that you have. Because let's see, my talent loadout for Cruel was I had Cavalier, I had Fist of Justice. During that last phase, managing your judgment and making sure that it is absolutely the thing that you use right off cooldown, that was clutch, because I wanted to be able to stun the boss as much as I could. Right before he would do an annihilate or something, as long as he was in range. That way I would make sure I would have enough shield of the righteous charges to cast it. Yeah, that was the big thing for me. I think I did use First Avenger. I don't think I used Crusader's Judgment. The knockback kicks your butt even with gliders. Well, I mean, the rule there is just don't get knocked back, right? Just try to avoid getting knocked back at all costs. Let's see. I'm trying to think. What is it that knocks you back again? During the last part of the... Oh, it was the Infernals. That's right. The Infernals that do it. I mean, you're like I was saying, your best. More than anything, you just got to make sure that you avoid it, and otherwise just try to keep dodging and weaving. I think I did. No, I think I had a weak aura at the time that sent an alert whenever it was about to go up. But I mean, really, whenever it looked like the Infernals were up for a little bit, I would just kind of think to my head, okay, it's been about 10-15 seconds. They're going to do a slam. That they're going to do a slam again. And otherwise just try your best to for the most part do a lot of kiting. That's what I found myself doing a good chunk of the time, and just trying to stall for time while I'm waiting for all of my cooldowns to line up. And then once everything seems to be kind of bunched up, because I would kite everything around all that lava shit, all that green shit or whatever it is, then I would move in, pop everything, and then everything would just drop for at least for a little while, because if anything, if you can get all of those Infernals to drop at just about the same time, then you can very easily predict you can a bit more easily predict, okay, cool, all of them are going to come up, they're all probably going to slam at the same time, I'm going to run away. If you stagger the kills, that's not a bad thing either, because at least that way you can just kind of keep moving, and then you're just going to get one Infernal, you know, laying down its knockback field, and then you'll be getting out of that while another one is about to get it off, but then you're still moving, and then you'll still be able to avoid stuff. It is easy to get excited about it, and that's where the mistakes happen. I mean, the big things are during that last phase is, you know, mostly keep your cool, and just keep your cool, keep moving, and time your cooldowns in such a way that you'll have them available. I mean, it's basically like use your, I think it was use your bop first. No, what was it again? I think it was use your Guardian first, then use Bop, and then use Guardian again, and then your Divine Shield, and then Guardian again. Or no, I'm sorry. Use for handling Annihilates. What I think once you get to like the second or the third Annihilate, that's when you want to have, like, you know, you want to chain your cooldowns appropriately, and then from there once you have that timing down, you just need to worry about dodging the Infernals and making sure that you're, you know, pew-pewing the boss, and that's about it. Yeah, that's another useful thing that Captain Hattie suggested. Like, let Velen handle the let Velen and that Demon Hunter dude handle the Infernals. The way to do that is just bubble. Once there are a number of ads up, just pop your Blessing of Protection, preferably right before an Annihilate goes out, so that way the Annihilate goes on to them instead of goes on to one of them instead of you, because it won't immediately kill them. But once that goes off, go ahead and taunt the boss back, and go ahead and let the NPCs hold on to those ads for at least a little while. Once you have them stunned, I don't think they come back to you right away. You still need to actually hit the things, but you'll eventually need to kill them. Yeah, they don't get knocked back. I mean, they get beat up, and then Cruel does cast Annihilate on them. At least when I was fighting him, it just doesn't outright kill him, fortunately. So I know that helped out a lot too. But more than anything, not more than anything, but making sure that you're constantly throwing your judgment out so you can stun the boss every 20 something, 30 or so seconds. That was huge. That helped out a fuck ton when it came to me bringing them down, because I needed that. I needed that in order to space out my cooldowns a little bit. Better. So otherwise, yeah, that's the best that I can offer with the gear loadout that you have. But it's gonna be tough. Like, I think I had it pretty sweet, because I had both Sefus and Tylekas to help me out with bringing all that stuff down, and get into phase 2 pretty comfortably. And then from there, as an engineer, Cobalt Frag Bomb, Glider, that was a huge thing. Like, I remember, if you look at that video, I threw down a Cobalt Frag Bomb at the perfect moment. I didn't even realize an Annihilate was going to go out. It wasn't until I looked at the footage again and saw, oh crap, if I didn't throw out that Frag Bomb and stun him, then I would have died to the Annihilate. I'm like, oh shit. Yeah, Bear Tartar helps too, but that's it's more like a phase 1 thing, but that definitely helps during phase 2 when you just want to try to get away from stuff. Just make sure that either your mitigation is up for a while, or prep a cooldown if you're at a distance and the boss is about to do an Annihilate, and you're not in range to stun or throw, hit him with your shield or anything like that. So hopefully that works, and if you still have questions, just send me a private message over YouTube or Twitter or whatever, William, and we can talk a little bit more if you want. So anyway, it is 2 hours and 20 minutes into the show, and I'm going to wrap things up because I really do want to try and challenge myself and see if I can get a 5-minute or less review of 7.3. let's see how much talking I can shave off of myself. So I'm gonna head out. Thank you very much for being part of today's conversation and letting me be a short part of your day. So you guys have a good one. Hopefully you'll all get some video content out today with that whole 5-minute review, unless I'm a big fat failure. Thank you very much, William. Thank you for the kind comment, and to everyone else who's had nice things to say. So you guys have a good one. Stay happy, stay safe. I did that backwards. Whatever. Stay breezy, guys.